Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. February 22nd, 2021. That makes it 22221. Wow. Sounds like I got something stuck between my teeth. Two, 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 two. Anyway, just want to catch up on a couple of things. One of the things was I got a call back on that tank job up the road, and there was a leak on the side of the cabin, and we found the main line coming from the tank shed up there all the way down by the cabin, and dug it out, and it was only like 3 inches below the surface at the deepest part, 2 inches in some other spots. And then we realized just a little further down, it was actually on the surface. And it was polytube, 3/4 inch polytube. Can you imagine that? So anyway, the leak that we found was, boy, I'll tell you what, I'm surprised that ever held up that long. But there was all kinds of stuff patched into the polytube, besides having 3/4 inch PVC in a loop that went around the drain line from the toilet that goes out to the septic. And it was just a ridiculous thing. But I'm going to really show you something that's going to make you laugh. Okay. One of the patches, the one that was actually leaking, the first one that was leaking that we found, was this thing right here. Okay. It says on it, Swan. It's curled on that side, and it's flat on that side. And it had a hose clamp on each side of it. And the hose clamps were not burial type clamps. They weren't stainless, so they were rusted. So the water was leaking out between the pipe and the unit. And this was on a piece of soft poly pipe. Okay? Now you got to remember, poly pipe only has like a wall that thick on it. So you would never use an outside coupler on it to start with. You got to use an inside barbed coupler on poly pipe and then clamp it from there. So you got the solid pipe on the inside and the softer pipe on the outside. Anyway, I come to realize exactly what this is. This is the end of a garden hose. This is that piece that they put, like this one right here, just before the connection for it. That's the piece that goes on the garden hose to give it a little bit more strength right at the connection, so it doesn't bend and break right there where the brass fitting is. So that was being used as a coupler on poly pipe. Well, geez, no wonder it was leaking. Anyway, got that covered. I wanted to make sure I got that covered. And we ended up with, I think it was 4 different leaks that had to repair, because every time we fixed one, another one showed up. So right now, the kid that's renting up there is supposed to be trenching and opening that pipe all the way up so I can examine it and see if they got any other bad connections on it. But the owner also wants to do that because I suggested, and I think he agrees, that all of that should be taken out, and we should run 1-inch shock bite all the way down to the cabin, and that'll last them forever. And since I'm going to be up there trenching with a ditch witch anyway to bury the electrical conduit, it'd be a good time to do that water line at the same time. All right. So I also forgot, was in that junk pile that I went through the other day and got all those neat little things like the fishing reel and all of that, and the floats. This was there. And guess what? It's brand new. It is brand new. The tape is still on the bottom string. It hasn't even been taken off yet. The parts are inside. The only thing that's missing is the battery. So it says that it comes with a 1.5 amp hour lithium ion battery, but that's the only part that's missing in here. Everything else is here. So I will go online and see how much a 20 volt lithium ion battery will cost me for a replacement for the Black & Decker, and I'll have myself a weed whacker. Huh, go figure. Because everybody needs to whack a weed every now and then. I like to whack a bunch of weeds. Had a couple of idiots today come down my road, get down to those people down there, the growers, get to the gate, realize can't get through here. One idiot in a truck took off across the bushes, driving over the bushes and everything to go around the other side of that compound over there. Total idiots. I mean, real idiots. Then a white car came, and I guess he didn't want to try plowing through the bushes and stuff with his little car. He figured he couldn't get out of there either. So they went back around and they found the other road going over there from the other side, and they finally corrected the situation. But this is not acceptable. Just totally not acceptable. Driving past my private road sign says private road, turn around here, and they drive right past it because they are totally disrespectful of anybody else's property. Just irritates me. Enough of that for you guys. All right, so I didn't get a lot done today because my neighbor called and his car was broken down on the highway, so had to go down there and tow him in and got him back here. His car is here right now. I'm not going to show it to you because I don't have permission to show his car to you. But we'll be getting that down to the mechanics on Wednesday and take care from there. I did pick up the product that the sponsor wants me to video, and I got my t-shirt, my hat, and all of that stuff, but I'm not going to show you that because I'm not ready to do it yet. So what did I do over here today? Well, I mixed up some new soil, and that's what's in here. This is all fresh garden soil with some desert soil mixed with, of course, garden soil. And I watered all of the garden, and my neighbors came down and I gave them some produce because I'm a little overwhelmed with produce. But I got my Hygo fig in to a pot here, and it's looking pretty healthy, so that's going to probably like it out here. And then the Nanking cherry, I also got that in, and that's sprouting, so that one's going to be happy out here. And I gave them some dill and some oregano and stuff like that, so they got that stuff, and some lettuce and carrots. Yeah, the carrots are doing pretty well. Anyway, it's starting to cool down here for the night, so I'm going to get this place closed up because it's down to 75 in here now. Of course, it's only about 50 outside. But I also got my red bell pepper transferred into this pot, so I got to find what I do with the little tag and stick the tag in there before I forget what's in there. But got that part done, got everything watered. My apple tree is really happy over there. Buds popping out everywhere. And the peach trees, oh my God, I was looking at those today. They are doing great. Look at this. Beautiful little buds. Flowers popping out everywhere. Both of the peach trees. Pear tree, the grafts look like they've taken. It'll be a while before they do anything more. But I think this tree is not fruiting. So I'm going to end up using that as a rootstock, and I'm going to graft in some other stuff to it. Now, if that one graft takes from there, that's going to be a Bosc pear. So I'll have Bosc pear on there, and I'll try to find some other pears that I can go on to that with, and also maybe some apples. And the tree is healthy and strong, but it's just a good rootstock if it's not going to be producing fruit. I don't see any flowers or anything like that, just leaves popping out of it. So I don't think it's going to fruit again this year. So anyway, got some more stuff coming in. My broccoli is doing really well. Matter of fact, I'm going to be cutting off one head of flower there that's going in with me tonight because I'm doing a Parmesan cheese pork chop. And I'll do corn on the cob, because I have one corn on the cob that I bought when I was at the store the other day, and broccoli. And that should satisfy me. And of course, having some sangria with it would be a nice thing, right? So anyway, yeah, I've been walking through here with my neighbors, and I noticed that the buds are all starting to pop out of my grapevines. The weather's been doing pretty good here. It's getting chilly at night, getting down in the 30s. But hopefully spring is going to come and stay. I'm tired of the cold. All right, everybody. That's all I have for today. I'll show you some more later when I get things done. All right. I got to get a shelf up here, too, so I can get my window boxes in and get some things planted in the window boxes. All right, everybody, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up down there. Don't forget to subscribe down there. And don't forget to share and save and all of that stuff. This is G Bear signing off.